3 5-minute rounds if they need them in the Cage Warriors featherweight division. Paddy Pimblett in the dark red and black. Stephen Martin, the solid black.
Immediately out, pumping the double jab. Reach advantage for Pimblett.
He's so good at making that reach count on the feet and also using those long limbs. And
oh!
A huge left hook! This could be over!
Well, Pimblett is scrambling for position here, but what a left hook from Stephen Martin. Pimblett trying to get some guard back. Looking to scramble to the back here, and how quick has he regained his senses.
Unbelievable. Paddy Pimblett, such an aggressive grappler. And he really kept himself alive by clinching up there and initiating the grapple. He was rocked from that huge left hook.
Immediately looking for a takedown of his own. See Martin spreading his legs wide. Pimblett's going to look to put his head underneath that thigh and then pull that right leg away from him. There he goes, but you can see the hips heavy from Stephen Martin. Sinking all his weight down again, back to this split stance.
Stephen Martin just being wanted to pick those elbows wisely.
Good reap from Pimblett. You see immediately Martin posting the hand to stand back up again, trying to split the base, but Pimblett's around the hips now.
And Martin again firing off those short shots.
I'm still amazed that after eating a left hook like that, getting cleanly dropped, Pimblett's now the one trying to be the aggressor.
Pimblett now firing in a couple of right hands as he tries to secure his position against the cage.
You can see he does not want to have to deal with that entry again. He's done the job of connecting to his opponent. Now he's just got to stay connected and keep working the combinations. If Martin manages to create some space, expect him to open up on the feet again.
Well, last time we saw Paddy Pimblett going into a fight as a huge favourite, it has to be said. He was choked unconscious by Cameron Elson. Very nearly another big upset for Paddy Pimblett there, but he seems to have recovered now. He definitely looks like he's shaken off the ill effects of that shot, or at least he appears to have done.
Yeah, double unders for him now. You can see that body lock, trying to get the head under as well. If he can do that, he's going to put a bend in Stephen Martin's spine. Torque the upper body, but really good work from Martin to pummel back into this 50-50 position.
Fast and furious action here. Cage Warriors 73.
And it's Stephen Martin now trying to put the forehead in the chin, lift Pimblett up onto his toes. What that's going to do is take his base away from him. So if Martin tries to off-balance him, it's going to be just that little bit more effective.
Stay busy or you've got to watch Paddy Pimblett climbing up from this position.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, we've seen him throw submissions from this position against the cage. As he uses the cage to take a little bit of his weight in doing it. Doesn't require quite as much explosive energy then.
Flying triangle tonight would net him $2,000, one of the Cage Warriors bounty bonuses.
It's worth noting there are also bonuses for just finishing the fight as well.
All our main card fighters eligible for a bonus for finishing. Another big shot from Stephen Martin.
Again, that left hand helps him find a way into the clinch. He pummels through now. He's going to look to move to the back if Pimblett's left arm doesn't stop him.
Talked about the bouncy bonuses, the finishing bonuses. Of course, we have KO of the night, submission of the night, fight of the night. Lots of ways for our Cage Warriors athletes to make a little extra money before Christmas.
Busier guys, improve the position.
Pimblett turns around, nearly eats a knee for his trouble though.
Yeah, scoops the leg up to a single. Let's see what he can do here. He's going to have to look to change direction fairly aggressively.
Nice balance here from Stephen Martin.
Oh, Pimblett's going searching for that ankle.
Pimblett now going for the other leg.
Oh, Martin keeps looking to tie up that grip and using it very nice. Oh, they're scrambling for the back here.
Nice takedown by Paddy Pimblett up against the cage.
A little bit more hustle in the scramble from Pimblett. Just 1 or 2 steps ahead of the next transition, the next sequence. But Martin is jumping on an arm-in guillotine here. It's very hard. He's got to get up high. He's got to connect his right lat muscle to the side of the neck, and you can see Pimblett just scooping his head out.
last 10 seconds of the round. Pimblett looking for an aggressive finish, a big left hand and a knee and an elbow from Pimblett.
Oh, a huge elbow.
Wow, he has cut him bad with that elbow strike at the end of the round.
Paddy Pimblett is fired up. He is shouting at the crowd.
Which is made in the interest
And referee Mark Goddard has asked for the doctor to come in, as well as the cut man.
There are exits on all sides of the arena. Clearly
Wow, what I love is
We're going to see a replay of the action now. And it's going to be that huge left hook to start things off.
And I honestly thought Paddy Pimblett was done there, but look how quickly he scrambled for position.
Phenomenal recovery. Some big elbows coming down there. Pimblett trying to turn the tables, do some damage of his own.
Remind you that smoking is strictly forbidden in the building. We hope you enjoy.
And Martin again trying to do some work. A nice knee from the Englishman.
Let's have a look at this elbow.
Oh, absolutely huge, and instantly...
Ladies and gentlemen, at the end of round number 1, our position at ringside recommends this bout be stopped due to a cut sustained by Martin. Therefore, your winner declared by TKO victory, Paddy the Betty Pimblett.
And I hope they do in the Cage Warriors featherweight division. Alexander Loof in the grey shorts. Luke Riley in the burgundy. And we are underway, touch of gloves. Both men coming out orthodox here. And you really get the sense of two gunslingers going at it here, Dan.
I was just about to say that. You can feel the tension here. Two undefeated knockout artists facing off with each other. You love to see it.
Loof tries the high kick on the left-hand side early. Comes up wanting though.
You can see, I mean, you're talking during the walkout about the scoliosis of Loof, and you can, when you look at his back, you can see that posture. I mean, incredible that he's able to achieve what he has. Well, like you said, I would say in spite, but apparently because of that possibly gives him an advantage.
He is, of course, a teammate to Tobias Charriere, who'll be competing in our main event tonight. Oh, huge head kick there from Loof. Toes across the teeth there.
Luke Riley just eating.
We saw the chin of Luke Riley against Callum Parker, took some huge shots, stayed in the fight.
That's what I've liked about the last couple of fights that we've seen Luke Riley, and we've seen him really be tested. And, I mean, the guy does have an incredible chin for the weight division.
Nice jab there. Riley gets his hands up. Oh, Loof going at it again. Big strokes from Alexander Loof.
Riley firing back, but he's definitely under pressure here.
Big uppercut attempt there from Loof. Missed and gave Riley a brief respite.
Oh!
Tries a switch kick. Riley fires back.
Used to seeing Riley set the pace and control the timing and movement with the striking in his fights, but Loof is really putting it on him so far in this first round.
He's really trying for that uppercut here. He knows that's the sweet shot. Riley with a bit of work to do. Just half the round in the books. Wondering if that first blood from Loof there might have taken a bit of the pop out of this crowd, but every time Riley flashes a jab there in full force. And the Swedish contingent making themselves heard here in Manchester.
The rest of the crowd is so quiet that they're able to, for once. But like you said, every time Riley even gets a sniff of something positive, the whole place is going up.
Both guys clearly respecting the offensive capabilities of their opponents here. Big elbow from Loof.
Riley.
Oh, nice double jab right hand from Riley there. That landed.
He strikes out the clinch here from either man. There we go. Nice short right elbow, but look.
Oh, big flying knee. Man, what is Riley's chin made of? Both men firing off big shots here. Final 45 seconds. Loof got a right through underneath. Riley fires back though.
Oh!
And stumbles him. Is Riley going to turn up the tempo here?
The momentum does seem to have shifted towards the end of this first round.
Loof looking unsteady on his feet. Just a little there.
He shoots a desperate takedown there with no real setup, and Riley shrugs it off.
Riley cut though.
Nice right hand from Loof. Riley fires back. Finishing the round strong. The gun showdown. He's going in for the kill.
Look, Riley.
3 seconds left.
Looking for the finish.
Oh!
Wow. A couple of the short elbows before him land a flying knee. A switch kick.
Now Riley coming out much more confident. Complete demeanor change between these two men. Riley needs to make sure he doesn't get too complacent here. Because you've got to believe Loof still has incredible power, especially in that right hand.
It's very important for Loof, if he wants to get back in this, to show Luke Riley that he's very much not out of the fight yet. Oh, big body shot.
And again, left hand to the body.
Big kick across the body.
Loof firing back.
We have a shootout here in Manchester.
Another left hand to the body there. The crowd is cheering for Loof. Oh,
Riley stumbled.
Is he stumbled? Loof going in.
Loof firing back.
Oh my God! Oh, he's on the chin. He's down. He's down.
Loof trying to finish the fight. Riley scrambling.
Oh, nice right hand. Loof is hanging on for dear life here. Badly hurt. Does a fantastic job of recovering and is taken down on his back now. And you've got to imagine he is still very much hurt here. What is this fight?
Well, as a man from Liverpool once said, Scousers don't get knocked out, and Luke Riley living proof of that in this fight, but he takes another shot from Loof.
I mean, these are huge shots and Riley is looking really fatigued here. He's got to be, the up kick here would be nice, but he's got to be careful not to expose himself to a pass. Loof just looking for some ground and pound here, and Luke stands up slowly. He gives his back up here. I mean, all of his
movements be rocked here, Dan.
100%. All of his movements looking far more laboured than we're used to seeing from Luke Riley. One hook in here. The second hook is in. I think he's going to slide off though. His position isn't great. But he rolls through. He's taking a Kimura trap. This is a nice grappling exchange for Luke. I mean, not a good position for him, but a little bit of time for him to recover perhaps. I'm not sure he'll be fully recovered by the end of this round.
Loof trying to find some sort of base here to do some shots or search for that submission.
He's rolling through here. He's going to try and knee bar off of this position. This is a crazy submission attempt here. We see it a few times in MMA when people's hips go high and they try and shug the opponent off. The person grabs the ankle and pulls it through for the knee bar.
Nice elbow there from Loof, but Riley's out.
Oh my word, bloodied and battered.
Riley looking like the Joker there.
Oh, he's firing back, he does.
What is this kid made of? Oh, big flying knee and a head kick. And
firing back, and he's still now starting to look a little bit tired. He put everything into that finish.
Well, depending on how this goes, Luke Riley might be the first Cage Warriors fighter to be nominated for 2 Fight of the Year contenders in 1 year.
Luke, not looking tired.
Luke looking laboured here, and Riley might just start going up a gear. Luke misses wildly with an uppercut.
Oh, Luke is all over the place. His footwork is awkward and clumsy. His striking seems slow. Oh, Riley now teeing up.
Riley looking for a finish here. Luke trying to bring the knees up.
50 seconds left in this round. Uppercut from Riley. Luke is still swinging. Right hand Riley. Riley unleashes.
Oh, big
Riley. All of these shots are landing clean.
McGregor taking a close look. Alexander Loof ties up, and he puts Riley on the fence, and this might be what saves him.
This is absolutely insane. Oh, attempting a spinning back elbow there as Riley tries to come out to the back.
Paddy Pimblett, Molly McCann barely able to stay in their seats. Slicing elbows from Riley. Seconds left on the clock.
And Riley with 3 seconds left.
Wow. What have we just seen?
This is absolutely wild.
Show of respect there as the 3rd round starts, and it is Riley that's looking the fresher of the 2 down, it's going to be said.
And he's unloading. He's coming in strong.
Right where he left off.
He's got to be careful not to get clipped, but Luke definitely looking the more tired of the 2, which is hard to believe considering what happened last round.
Trying to find that one clean shot, steps in with the elbow.
Wow,
and this is where Riley excels.
Riley's ability to recover is unreal. Loof still firing back with that powerful right hand.
Riley looking for the finish now.
But it's all Riley. It's all Riley in this 3rd round.
McGregor taking a close look at this. He wants Loof to fight out. Loof trying to fight back. He's taking big damage. And he's up there! And the crowd goes wild! Unbelievable!
Oh my word! What an insane fight!
What a life now. We get ready to watch this kind of stuff. What's even happening right now?
One of the craziest fights I've ever seen in Cage Warriors. Manchester, as always, delivers.
I mean, this is gonna go down as one of the best fights in Cage Warriors history. I mean, just Fight of the Year. Mark your calendars now.
Absolute madness.
It happened on September 28th. It happened at the BEC Arena, and it happened between Alexander Loof and Luke Riley. Now, Loof cannot be disappointed in his performance here.
I mean, he had a fantastic performance. He looked very, very good in that 1st round until the momentum shifted towards the end of the 1st round. I mean, his performance in the 2nd round, the damage that he did to Riley, almost finishing the fight on a number of occasions. But here's the problem. He was doing it against Luke Riley. This guy has next level durability, and his ability to recover and come back this strong is completely insane.
This is it, Dan. You know, we're not talking about a guy who can just take a big hit and then start throwing haymakers and wobbly legs. This is clinical striking from Luke Riley. His ability to withstand punishment is insane.
I mean, he came out for the 3rd round, and when you look at the 2 fighters, you could not tell. You would have said that Loof was the one that was damaged really badly. Luke Riley looking absolutely fresh in that 3rd round, which is completely unbelievable.
You know, we talk about the top end of the featherweight division, of course, the likes of Paul Hughes. We talk about the James Hendons, the Harillas, the Harry Hardwicks, and the Jordan Buchinger and the Morgan Charriere. We're going to have to start talking about Luke Riley. We're going to have to.
Yeah, too right we are.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee, Mr. Mark Goddard, calls a stop to this contest after just 58 seconds of round number 3, declaring your winner by way of TKO in the red corner.
And red compression shorts. Carl Moore in the black compression shorts.
Yeah, the bookies with having Richie Knox as a heavy favourite as well. Let's see how this one plays out, looking for a body lock early.
And the two grapplers straight into the clinch. And one thing we know about all the guys finding out Pete Irvin's place is that they're all really gritty and really tough individuals, and there's certainly going to be no intimidation going on in this fight.
Lovely tight head position from Carl Moore. Richie Knox did everything he could to try and frame on the face and get some sort of space, but Carl Moore staying glued to Richie Knox.
And an errant knee there from Richie Knox. Didn't look intentional, but just aimed for the inside of the thigh and unfortunately hit the groin, and Carl Moore now will have 5 minutes to recover, should he so choose it.
Yeah, accidental low blow. Let's just take a quick look at a replay of that.
And it was actually 2 knees there that went low.
Yeah, trying to work the inside of the thigh. It's a very common technique. The guy's trying to defend. He's spreading his base very, very wide and turning his feet to the side, and really opens up all the nerves in the femoral artery on the inside of that thigh for you to really drive a strike into.
Such a great target, but with the hustle and bustle going on up against the cage in the clinch, very easy, Josh, to possibly slip a little bit low or catch the edge of the cup. But Carl Moore ready to go, doesn't need the full 5. Knox coming out with a head kick and a straight right hand.
Carl Moore just turning his stance slightly sideways, a bit more karate-based stance for a moment there.
Wonder if we'll see the famed crane kick technique. Knox looking a little bit tighter with his striking, a little bit more disciplined. Definite bit of spring in his step, but a slip there.
Lovely timing.
Caught on the way down.
Oh, and catching the kick, using it as the entry. Nice reap on the leg, but the fence saving Carl Moore for a moment. A nice
scramble
scramble.
out there. Throws a nice 1-2 after it.
You see immediately look to stuff the head, and coming forward with straight punches, Richie Knox.
Beautiful body kick there. Sickening third as it hit the ribs, but Knox taking a few shots on the way in.
Be interesting to see Knox's cardio. We're already deeper than he's gone in his pro contest so far.
Certainly not afraid to get into it with Carl Moore is Richie Knox. Pressing forward through the barrage of strikes coming his way.
Good exchange of kicks there. Both guys checking very nicely on those inside kicks, and that was a pretty hefty accidental low blow as Richie Knox closed the distance.
Take your time, okay?
And our second brief stoppage for a low blow.
Stay there.
And we're going to see another replay of that. Oh.
Yeah, very, I don't think there's too much dispute over that one.
Rather unpleasant viewing. And referee Rich Mitchell
That's 2 for you, 1 for you.
warning
no
both
more.
fighters now to choose their shots
Stop.
carefully.
Oh, good straight shots. One found its way through from Moore, but he doesn't follow up immediately on it. Straight left again, though, coming out like a piston and finding the mark.
Shot to the body and the head. And they are throwing down here in Newcastle.
Oh.
Richie Knox putting the digs in, body to the head, working his man up and down.
Well, Carl Moore has got a chin on him. Both guys finding the mark, but Richie Knox is starting to build up these strikes here.
A shades of Leonard Garcia versus the Korean Zombie. Richie Knox working the body and the hook, but he's caught by a huge counter punch. And Moore has knocked out Richie Knox.
Wow.
Unbelievable finish there, Josh. Out of nowhere.
Carl Moore hit Richie Knox. We thought Richie Knox was bubbled. He came back. Looked like he had Carl Moore very, very worried indeed. Went to the head, went to the body. Carl Moore went into fight or flight, kept swinging, and just put Richie Knox away. What a crazy finish to that one.
And that's the sport of mixed martial arts, folks. These finishes can come anytime, anywhere, from any direction, and much like Richie Knox and the crowd here in Newcastle, we didn't see that one coming.
Absolutely not, but Brad, we're 4 fights in. We've had 2 fantastic submissions, 2 fantastic TKOs. Still 2 more great fights to come.
Oh, we said it at the top of the broadcast, Josh. A quality, stacked Cage Warriors card. As usual, we've got 2 more to go this month, and a whole host of fantastic fights tonight as we see an incredible replay.
Yeah, now here was Knox landing well, and Carl Moore just threw out some straight punches, found the mark, and troubled Richie Knox enough. Rich Mitchell coming in to save Knox as he turned away.
It was a beautiful left hand, we'll see it again here, that put Richie Knox down. Carl Moore followed up. And
Ladies and gentlemen, the end comes officially at the time of 2 minutes, 36 seconds. Round number 1. Referee Rich Mitchell stops the contest. Your winner by TKO victory and still undefeated, Carl Moore!
And Sergey Churilov, throughout the entire introductions there, they were staring at each other, gesturing at each other. They are ready to go to war for the Cage Warriors welterweight title. Dalby landing first with a big kick to the body.
Yeah, opening up with the kicks early. But Churilov known for being very calm and composed. I don't think he's going to be too worried. Does, of course, have a bit of an experience edge over Dalby.
Oh, another big kick from Nicholas Dalby. Dalby, of course, with a traditional karate background.
Yeah, you can see that very wide stance, very springy on the feet. Can really cover a lot of distance forward. Look how far he lunged with that jab.
Oh, and a huge kick upstairs.
Oh, but Churilov found the mark with the right hand there as Dalby surged forward. Well, Churilov probably just looking to counter-strike at this stage as Dalby is showing a tremendous amount of aggression out the gate here.
Five-minute rounds for the title if they need them. And the crowd here clapping, stamping their feet in support of Nicholas Dalby. Churilov completely nonplussed though. He's here to do a job, and that's to take the gold back to Ukraine. Dalby Mania running wild here in the Ballerup Super Arena. A frantic pace to start this first round, Josh.
Yeah, searching for that left hook, not quite finding the mark. Churilov, I think, just taking a few moments to try and figure this one out. It'll be very interesting to know what his game plan is for this one. I think Dalby's clearly going to want to keep it on the feet.
Dalby looking very light on his toes here. A lot of movement. You never know which angle the punch or kick is coming from. Question mark kick there from Dalby.
Really changes the angle on that kick so effectively. Really turns the hips over well as in addition.
Dalby in perpetual motion here. Not still for a second. It really is difficult for Churilov to get a bead on him, but he landed a left uppercut there.
Churilov just staying very calm. He's just picking his shots, and you know, he's found the mark a couple of times very effectively. To be honest, I haven't seen quite this much sort of frantic motion from Dalby before.
Dalby with a low kick, straight right hand down the pipe, textbook counter from the Ukrainian Churilov. Sergey Churilov, all business. He's been here in Denmark for a few days. Oh, and they're exchanging here in the center of the cage. Dalby smiles, so does Churilov. That's the first time I've seen him smile all week. Churilov's enjoying himself. And they're swinging a big knee from Dalby and a high kick.
Definitely looking to engage in this one. Churilov goading Dalby on, and to be honest, that's where he's had the success when Dalby's come surging forward. He's caught him with a good left uppercut, a good straight right.
So much fun to see 2 incredible high-level mixed martial artists apply their trade in front of us. And indeed for yourselves at home, the Cage Warriors fans, we do hope you've enjoyed Cage Warriors 66 and are enjoying this incredible welterweight title fight.
Of course,
Nicholas Dalby, Sergey Churilov. 5 rounds for the gold.
Sergey Churilov, of course, not the first member of Team Combat Dobro to challenge for a title. There was, of course, Pavel Kush, originally in the middleweight division.
The collector of legs that is Pavel Kush.
Yeah, I mean, we saw when Sergey Churilov, when we took a show to the Ukraine a couple of years ago, as soon as he got the opportunity to counter leg lock his opponent, belly down, and just took the guy's ankle off straight away.
Interesting to see if this fight does end up on the ground at any point. It's not really looked like it's going there so far.
Both guys content to trade on the feet. Quite a lot of reddening on the body as we see another kick find that mark on that open side of Sergey Churilov.
Oh, spinning back fist at the death there from Churilov. Cage side by the Norwegian announce team. Cage Warriors expanding into the Scandinavian scene in a big way. It's been for so long a home for some of the top Scandinavian talent in Europe, and it's great to finally be here for Cage Warriors 66 as Nicholas Dalby and Sergey Churilov throw down for the spoils. More kicks from Dalby here at the start of this second round.
Yeah, really changing his target area as well on those kicks. Again, we see a lot of movement, a lot of feinting.
Churilov pouring out with that jab, feinting with the right hand, teasing the uppercut. Dalby again coming forward with some wild strikes.
Churilov really backing up here. There's constant forward pressure from Nicholas Dalby.
Another wild exchange, nothing landing too clean there for either man. Again, Dalby going to the well with that body kick. You can see the reddening across the side, across both sides of Sergey Churilov.
There's a lot of damage building up on the body of Churilov. Just get the sense that Dalby's going to explode a little more if he does connect. I mean, if he does happen to rock his opponent, there's going to be a much bigger flurry.
Crowd here at the Ballerup Super Arena still making plenty of noise for the sharpshooter Nicholas Dalby. In 18 minutes time or less, one of these men will be crowned the Cage Warriors champion, and another body kick gets through from Dalby.
Yeah, that was much more with the shin, much deeper thud. Often the kicks that do considerably more damage than the ones that you hear.
Churilov taking the center of the cage. Dalby though pressing forward. Oh, spinning back kick to the head. Dalby took the majority of that on the gloves.
They're just managing to roll away with that strike. We're going to see much more of the same from these two. I wonder at what point Churilov may decide that Dalby's getting the upper hand. I think perhaps on balance, he is just getting the better of it at this stage.
We've seen many of Churilov's Combat Dobro teammates on Cage Warriors, and they've to a man really been leg lock guys.
Yeah, very much just...
Oh, a great combination there from Dalby.
He's showing how dynamic he can be if he chooses to. But as you were saying, Brad, yeah, the Combat Dobro guy is just a bit more grappling based.
Oh, and there's a head kick.
I think Sergey Churilov has had perhaps a bit less offense in this round. Really starting to be on the back foot now. The question is, can Dalby keep this up for 5 rounds? We know he can do it for 3. He's gone the distance several times. Those championship rounds really can change things.
We don't want to speculate too much on tactics, but maybe that is the game plan for Churilov. Tire Dalby out in the first 3 rounds, take it to the ground in the championship periods. We'll be finding out soon as we approach the end of this second round, just under a minute left. There's that turning back kick again, Churilov. Churilov wiping his feet on the mat there, so perhaps maybe looking to plant those for some more spinning techniques.
I mean, they're not far off the mark.
Lots of head movement still from Dalby. Going upstairs again with that high kick. Really mixing it up as the sharpshooter. Nice 1-2 from Churilov there. Final 10 seconds of the round.
Oh, and there goes Dalby trying to change level. Nice change on the angle. Not going to have time to finish this though, I think. But showing that there's a bit more in his tool bag.
Our tournament came in. An unfortunate accident, but...
Bit of MMA folklore there.
It's always been an old trick in Thai boxing circles, kicking the bucket over to give your fighter an extra few seconds, but no such tomfoolery here at Cage Warriors. Nicholas Dalby and Sergey Churilov, and Dalby lands the head kick, but Churilov takes it on the chin and smiles back at him.
See if Dalby looks to mix it up a bit earlier in this round. I don't necessarily think he needs to. I think he's got momentum going his way. He's landing the greater volume of the strikes. Churilov definitely did some damage.
Our fans on Twitter certainly enjoying the action here. The Cage Warriors 66. This main event welterweight title fight. If you're watching at home or from the arena, do give us your views at Cage Warriors on Twitter with the hashtag CWFC66. And you still get the feeling, Josh, that this is anybody's fight.
Yeah, I mean, certainly there's nothing hugely decisive yet. Just a greater volume of clean strikes perhaps landed, comprising those kicks from Nicholas Dalby.
And the fans of the Ballarat Arena again getting behind Nicholas Dalby, clapping and chanting as Dalby goes to the body with that kick again.
That's the first time we've seen Churilov really reply with a stern leg kick of his own.
Dalby trying to close distance with that left hand there. That karate style sees him content to stay on the outside. He's able to get in with those kicks.
I am surprised, I have to say, that Churilov hasn't tried to take this to the ground earlier. I mean, he does have a KO win not that long ago, about a year ago, at the start of 2013, but his last 4 fights, he's submitted all of his opponents, and with a huge array of submissions, guillotines, rear naked chokes, arm bars, and Kimuras. So clearly he's got a very dynamic and diverse ground game. It does puzzle me as to why we perhaps haven't seen him try and implement it yet in this round, or this fight, should I say.
The world champion at Pankration, which is a grappling-based martial art. Combat Sambo, black belt. Definitely got the grappling chops. Perhaps, as we speculated, he's wanting Dalby to tire himself out on the feet. Before looking for that takedown. We're over halfway through the fight. As you said, Josh, not seen a single attempt yet. If it's gonna come, it's gonna have to come in the next 12 minutes.
Oh, and that was a good right
big
hand.
punch.
He's motioning that he's going to play in the stand-up, and he has opened a cut-up on the eye of Nicholas Dalby.
Churilov occasionally winding that right hand up. Sometimes he's throwing it, sometimes he's not, but it's definitely keeping Dalby guessing. Dalby kicks low, Churilov answers with the right hand again. We've seen that exchange a number of times now in this fight. Twin jabs, neither really scoring. Nicholas Dalby has just not stopped moving in this fight, Josh. Inside leg kick.
A lot of movement from the Dane, but just wonder if the actual work rate of striking itself is starting to slow down a little.
Would appear that way. Nice spearing jab there.
Wow.
Snap the head back. Churilov gives him a nod and a smile.
It really covers a tremendous amount of distance when he surges forward. It's always funny, you can sort of pour the jab out, and then as soon as you take your feet into the equation, you move that few inches further forward, and then you lunge and really plant that forward leg. You can cover a tremendous amount of distance.
Josh, I don't know if our viewers at home can see it, but we can see here from cage side a big red welt on that lead leg of Churilov.
Yeah, along with the welts on his body, clearly the kicking arsenal of Dalby doing the damage.
Spinning back here from Dalby that time, and one right back from Churilov.
The Jedi mind tricks going on there.
Time! Nicholas Dalby, Sergey Churilov. Championship rounds here at Cage Warriors 66. Big leg kick there from Dalby. The welterweight title is vacant. The winner will take home all the spoils.
I love the facial expressions from both these guys. Churilov just has this kind of, are you kidding me? You're not going to hurt me with that look. And Dalby, when he's been cracked, has really gritted his teeth and wanted to come surging forward.
Kick to the body blocked that time.
Surprises me when he's had that split second to catch those kicks. He hasn't followed them through with anything. Good check of the kick that time.
I would like to see some more combinations from Nicholas Dalby. So far he's landed a lot of these slapping kicks. He's landing upstairs and downstairs, but not putting the third and fourth shot behind them.
A lot of single strikes from both guys. We saw early on in the first couple of rounds just a few moments where they really engaged through those 4, 5, 6 punch flurries. Not too many of them since.
Churilov caught Dalby there, moving backwards with a straight left hand. There's the uppercut. Dalby answers back with a nice cross and a big head kick. And just as it looked like Dalby was about to pounce, he lost his footing there. And a brief respite, Sergey Churilov.
Oh, Dalby slips again in on the takedown now. Met with an underhook from Churilov.
Again, targeting the kick to the lead leg. Churilov's gait has become a little bit more plodding now.
I mean, the volume of kicks that he's taken to the legs and to the body. A tremendous...
Nicholas Dalby is the new Cage Warriors welterweight champion of the world. The sharpshooter's done it.
He tried that question mark kick a couple of times early on in the fight. It met the card. That time it squarely found the mark. Looked as though for a split second Churilov might be able to take it, but he wobbled on the feet, and that was all Nicholas Dalby needed.
Unbelievable! Nicholas Dalby is 12-0. Nicholas Dalby is Copenhagen's hero this evening. And Nicholas Dalby is the Cage Warriors welterweight champion. Absolutely phenomenal performance from the sharpshooter. Let's take a look at that finish again, Josh.
Watch the hand of Churilov drop to catch the kick, and he eats it right on the chin.
And Dalby lets him rip. with those punches on the ground, but it was the kick that did it.
It was really set up by Churilov catching those 2 or 3 kicks earlier on in the round. He went again, Dalby switched it on him, changed the angle.
Toes across the teeth, and Sergei Churilov was done.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, the official time. Round number 4, 2 minutes, 19 seconds. Your winner by TKO victory. He is now the new CWFC welterweight champion of the world and still undefeated, Nicholas Sharpshooter Dalby!
Goddard will be officiating this one. Conor McGregor in the blue, Ivan Buchinger in the white.
Oh man, I'm on the edge of the seat for this one. Immediately Conor McGregor pushing forward, wide open. Almost karate-like stance, front kicks coming in to Buchinger's midsection and immediately opening up.
Conor looking so settled already. And that's that capoeira style of striking that he's been using, and he's mixing everything up so nicely, really taking Buchinger by surprise.
Yeah, Buchinger had a lot of time in his last fight here on Cage Warriors to settle into the match. Conor McGregor's given him nothing here. However, has he got this grip on McGregor's neck on the way down? He's certainly trying to climb high.
Well, Buchinger's been looking exceedingly calm over the last couple of days, eerily so. But he's going to need to have everything about him as he takes on a very dangerous Irishman in notorious Conor McGregor.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to have faced guys who want to play that gamesmanship before. You know, 21-3, extremely experienced, been around a very long time, although he's still relatively young, to be fair to him. But, you know, Conor McGregor is trying to take it to another level here in Dublin, but Buchinger very succinctly back to his feet.
Well, Anton Kuivainen couldn't put him away, and he is a huge man with awesome power.
Well, that's it. Buchinger has been stopped once in 24 fights, and that was a freak flash 20-second KO. You know, Conor McGregor's going to have to do something to put him away here. It's not a walk in the park.
Well, he's teeing off on him at the moment. McGregor with the southpaw stance, beckoning on his foe.
Good check from McGregor.
Everything he throws is plus 80%. He's such a gentleman out of the cage, but he's a machine of destruction inside.
Nice combination from Buchinger. Outside,
that strike
outside.
left was so very well executed. He's got a very good boxing style.
Buchinger throwing a few outside left low kicks, following up with jabs nicely. Wow. Hand speed, I think, is the 2 words you need to know about there.
Buchinger's legs looks a tad wobbly as McGregor connected. He's chosen to drive himself up against the frame of McGregor.
One of the nice things McGregor said in a few interviews, he said, I'm not going to get him out of there in the first. It's not going to be that easy, but I've got the confidence to think I might get him out of there in the second, which is, you know, sort of a measured sense of confidence, which I rather like.
McGregor's also got a packed hall here in Dublin, right behind him, cheering on every single one of his movements, all of his twitches, in fact.
This first round was always going to be a bit of a stern test. Wow.
That's something
that
I've never seen before.
Well, that was an incredible kick to the knee, and huge left hook from McGregor as Buchinger surges in.
Buchinger's walking onto the punch. That's what created it. And that left is getting through. It's like a piston spearing through the Dublin air straight onto the chin of Ivan Buchinger, and it's having a home repeatedly. How very tough is Buchinger? McGregor with a huge shot.
Wow.
Buchinger's completely out of it. What a spectacular knockout by Conor McGregor, as we are bombarded with his fans around the commentary position.
Covered in rather a lot of beer as well, John.
Ivan Buchinger is in some real trouble, and Conor McGregor looks almost like a Viking. He's taken some of that Icelandic fury and brought it to the cage. It was a very well put together fight indeed,
And I'm looking quite nervous as I stare up at Conor McGregor. Last time I took a knee for my troubles.
What a performance.
Faultless performance by Conor McGregor against a very seasoned opponent, a highly skilled striker and wrestler. McGregor was not troubled for 1 second. While we take a breath, let's get these replays rolling.
Hey, this fucking shit.
That's McGregor with the wrestling, shoots in on the hips, and it's a straight left. Within range, there's an uppercut, the hook, everything is thrown with such power and such crisp technique, and that is a hugely devastating hook shot.
The end comes 3 minutes, 40 seconds, round number 1. Your winner by KO victory. And now, a 2-division CWFC World Champion, the notorious Conor McGregor!
McGregor.
5-minute rounds, women's flyweight division.
Ready? Let's go.
The Cage Warriors original Rosie Sexton versus the undefeated up-and-comer Joanna Jedrzejczyk. Jedrzejczyk with that typical Thai stance, hands high. Sexton dancing around her.
I don't think we're going to see Rosie engage in too many of these firefights on the feet. She's going to look to close the distance quick.
Pipe too. Rosie made the mistake of stopping right in front of her in punching range.
Gonna have to keep that movement laterally. Sexton spinning back fist from Sexton. We know what to expect from Rosie. We've seen her fight many times. We know that takedown's coming. Just a case of when and how she's going to set it up here against Joanna Jedrzejczyk.
I think the speed advantage is going to go to Jedrzejczyk here. Of course, the longer reach as well. I'd venture. Expect her to do a lot of work with the hands, because if she throws those kicks, Sexton might have a chance to capitalize on them.
Nice right hand there from Jedrzejczyk. A lot of support here, a lot of Polish fans in the building tonight.
Oh!
Nice combination to the body, straight back upstairs. She's woken Sexton up with that one.
Oh, huge hand.
But she's let Sexton get hold of her with that one. Straight back to the feet though.
Good movement and frame to circle off.
Sexton trying to kick to the body. Jedrzejczyk pops her with the right hand on the break.
Oh.
Throwing the overhand right.
A lot of power in the right hand.
I'm telling you right now, I'm waiting till this fight is over, but I'm going on record right now, pound for pound, the strongest striker I've ever seen with long hair, period. I don't care.
You can just hear the pop and the intensity on
this chick, this woman's for real. This is not even funny. How hard she is punching. I mean, it is ridiculous.
Stinging shots echoing around the arena here in London.
Heavy sprawl on Jedrzejczyk. Look for her to frame and move out of the way here.
Jedrzejczyk trying to create distance, trying to get out of the clutches of Sexton. Not where she wants to be. Zipping punches from the young lady from Poland.
Gone to the body a couple of times now.
Oh, big right hand catches Sexton there.
James, you look a bit spellbound here.
I'm beyond. I can't even. Here's the thing. Right now, she's worried about takedowns. We're not even seeing her legs. If you're 115 pounds, I'm telling you, you do not want to fight this girl. I don't care who you are. I'm saying it right now. You will not strike with this girl. This is, I've never seen nothing like this. She hits like a Mack truck.
And we know She's certainly having to weather a storm here in the first round.
The punches
Cage
are
Warrior
so
69.
straight, so tight. Sexton trying to find a way in on that
See,
sweet single.
Because she hasn't worked on the ground, she's limiting herself to not being able to kick. Rosie's doing a good job of, Rosie's hanging in there. I'm not trying to sound one-sided. I can't, the power that is coming out of these white gloves.
I mean, I've seen Jedrzejczyk kick in some of her other fights, and they're just as powerful as that.
She's not even allowed to kick right now. I'm telling you, she figures out the ground. Rosie always game. Punched her again.
Sexton's hanging in there. She's going to have to do something to defend these shots.
That's okay, man.
On her feet, scrambling for this takedown now. Jedrzejczyk rains down punishment.
She's trying to stay in on this single, hustles her way back. Jedrzejczyk, if she can just get some space and circle off, only needs one more of those right hands.
She don't need to do that. Once Rosie has to stand up by herself, she's gonna fall down.
Head position for Jedrzejczyk. Much taller fighter, so can make it that much more uncomfortable for Rosie Sexton.
And Rosie Sexton's left eye
Fingers out of her face.
has a big mouse underneath it.
Oof, that elbow just missing the target.
Let's go.
Round 2 underway. Joanna Jedrzejczyk in the white, Sexton in the purple and blue.
I knew she was going to be a devastator. I knew she was going to be a devastator just because I did not want to have to try and say that name in the interview. But no, it's, and again, you don't even get to see her kick, and I don't even know how, I don't even want to know how long she's, that 1-2, that right hand is wrong. Because Rosie is no joke.
Oh, Sexton trying to throw off that whizzer.
Rosie staying straight in her face, not giving her a second to reset.
Well, that's it. If she gives Jedrzejczyk a chance to even sit down on her punches and find her bearings again, this could be over very quickly.
That's the thing, is she's sitting so hard with that right hand, though.
Trying to change levels, but pushed off.
Her right hand.
As this damage builds up, you're just going to see the pop go out of Sexton's takedown attempts.
Nice straight punch to the body there from Jedrzejczyk. She's gone downstairs a few times. Spinning back fist was somewhat short of the mark from Sexton.
Nice elbows.
Those fingers.
Oh, trying to get in on the double, but met with an underhook and heavy hits, and she pulls guard here. Rosie Sexton is a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu brown belt, so let's see if she can do something from this sort of half guard, half butterfly with the overhook.
Got to watch the elbows from this position.
Just.
Jedrzejczyk seeming like she just wants to pull her leg out and get away. Sexton tenacious with this takedown attempt.
I mean, Jedrzejczyk put so much pressure on the head and spine of Rosie Sexton there. She was able to just create that break in the alignment.
Her sprawl right now is...
I'm so impressed with her defensive wrestling. She just gets her hips to the mat straight away, looks to deflect the head, really break her opponent's posture. I mean, Jedrzejczyk, anyone at 125's got problems here.
No, because she's going to drop down to 15. I'm telling you right now, you don't run from this one.
Again, right hand.
Not just
Sexton
one shot.
Good decision from the referee there.
One shot.
It was the right hand landing all night long. Referee Rich Mitchell seen enough.
What a shot from Jedrzejczyk. I mean, she found a home for that right hand repeatedly throughout that bout. Just started piling them up, and you know, when the end came, Rosie Sexton needing the referee to save her there.
Absolutely no quitting Rosie Sexton. You know, she probably would have carried on had it been up to her, but referee Rich Mitchell making the right call, stepping in an incredibly emotional Joanna Jedrzejczyk.
Yeah, understandably so, though.
I mean, look at
some of the action now, Jens.
You're fighting Rosie Sexton. I know who Rosie Sexton. I'm like, oh my God, this girl is amazing. And it was just, she was just overwhelmed. That right hand, I've never seen somebody punch with that kind of force, with that kind of just boom behind him. You can hear it. And Rosie just could not just couldn't close it, just couldn't get the takedown, couldn't get a hold of it.
Those straight shots, there were 125ers who would have gone down to some of those right hands.
There are 135ers who would have gone down. There are 135-pound men who would have gone
that
down
have fallen. I'm telling you, we just witnessed, you all don't think so? You just met the hardest puncher. I'm almost afraid to go in there.
Ladies and gentlemen, the end comes at the official time, 2 minutes, 36 seconds, round number 2. Your winner by KO victory and still undefeated, Joanna Jedrzejczyk.
Cage with the fighters. Now, stylistically on paper, Josh, this should be one hell of a fight.
I mean, Maya has a very traditional Thai boxing kind of stance. We know that the pace comes straight away from Sheila Gaff, and
that was so aggressive. And she's out. She is out.
Wow.
Jennifer Maya has been knocked out in double quick time here at Cage Warriors Fight Night 4.
I know a lot of eyeballs are going to be on this fight and this tournament in particular, and Sheila Gaff is saying, hey, I'm right at the front and I'm ready to take this title. Let's see if
So here is the replay of that as Sheila Gaff ran across the cage and she landed with a couple of right hands, the knees, and there it was, that right hand over the top, and she was out. I saw her eyes as she hit the mat.
Ladies and gentlemen, the end comes. 10 seconds, round number 1. Your winner by KO victory, and moving on to the finals. From Eschwege, Germany, Sheila, the German Tank, Gaff!
Expected, the referees in the game, Mr. Leon Roberts, adjudicating here. 3 5-minute rounds if they need them. The Cage Warriors featherweight division. Lewis Monarch in the red, Morgan Charriere in the black. Touch of gloves and we are underway. If there's one word to describe Charriere from what we saw of him last time, Josh, is dynamic, both on the feet and the ground.
Yeah, really was very surprising, extremely entertaining to watch, and quite unorthodox in times as well. So Lewis Monarch's really going to have to be careful here.
He was a slight underdog with the bookmakers, but only by a sliver. Very, very evenly matched fight. We're sat with Nathaniel, the Prospect Wood, former Cage Warriors, a bantamweight champion, and a man who knows what it's like to be in that title hunt. These guys must be really hungry, Nathaniel.
Definitely, you know, and you can tell straight away from the get-go that both of these boys are here to win.
Yeah, 2 losses in a row for either of these guys is not going to look good in terms of their place in the title picture, especially when you've got the likes of Steve Amable waiting in the wings for his shot. Dean Trim and Maz Burnell, of course, competing for the former's featherweight title on our main card tonight, live on UFC Fight Pass and other broadcast partners worldwide.
I'll tell you, the speed and the reach on that lead left from Charriere, very impressive indeed. Covering a lot of ground.
Solid shots from Lewis Monarch there. Charriere taking them on the chin.
Oh, I love that head position when he got inside, looked for the clinch and immediately stuck his forehead in the face of Charriere.
Charriere looking to pressure his man on the cage here. Nice knee to the inside of the thigh. Monarch forced to just pitter-patter away.
I mean, this is good posture from Charriere at the moment. He's got that underhook high, looking to drive that head up under the chin. Very nice straight line of force through his back there. But you see Monarch trying to fight that underhook, use it to muscle Charriere around. A lot of upper body strength from the Frenchman, and a shoulder strike for good measure.
Yeah, he looks in incredible shape for that fight against Soren Bak. Really was able to hang in there for the full 25 minutes, having never gone that length of time before.
Yeah, you figure if you go 5 rounds with the champion, 3 has got to be a nicer prospect to look forward to.
Yeah, we may see an even more explosive Morgan Charriere. Nice head movement there, Nathaniel, from the Frenchman. Charriere again moving his head out of the way. Very slick defensively is the Frenchman.
Yeah, he's kind of goading him with his guard a little bit here. Keeping the hands open, trying to bait a straight shot through. But you see Monarch commits with a beautiful combination.
Charriere landing a nice left on the end of that one as well.
Can't see it going decision if they carry on like this.
Not if one of them catches it, right?
Nice left to the body there.
Monarch he stays technically more composed in those exchanges. You see the hands come straight back up to guard. The hooks are nice and tight on the rotation.
I like how calm both fighters are. You know, even in the exchanges that they're having, they both don't seem phased at all.
Yeah, both these guys got a lot of in-cage experience. They've both competed here on Cage Warriors before, so it's not as though the bright lights are going to be affecting them. Yeah, as you say, you know, really impressive for them both to be so calm when they both know they're in the cage with a really dangerous dude.
Now Monarch's falling into playing Charriere's game a little bit there. He's landed a good couple of jabs, but he's starting to goad him now by dropping that front hand a little bit.
Nice leg kick from Charriere. Oh, switches it up there. Monarch caught that one on the glove, but still going to rattle the old brain box, surely. Very precise performance thus far from the Frenchman. Monarch not giving him an inch, though.
Yeah, Charriere gets a lot of distance covered when he leans back to slide away from these incoming strikes.
Andrew Fisher in the corner of Lewis Monarch there, a very experienced UK MMA veteran, has competed here on Cage Warriors as well. And Nathaniel, obviously you've spent many years training under Brad Pickett. It must be really important and kind of really comforting to know that your coach has been in there, he's done it himself, and he's had those same experiences.
Definitely. I find that with some coaches it's hard to trust them in a certain sense, you know.
It's locked.
Second round, you ready?
Leon Roberts
You
will
ready?
get them underway. Touch of gloves and we're straight back to business. And we'd love to hear your thoughts at home. Who took that round? Use the hashtag CW106 on social media to join in the conversation here for Night of Champions. Nathaniel, if you're in the corner of Lewis Monarch between those rounds, what are you asking for? What do you want to see in the second frame?
For me, you know, it's from the first round, he's throwing great combinations, just unfortunately none of them are quite landing, you know. So maybe just to try and be a little bit more accurate with the shots and, you know, get out of range of his leg kicks, because I definitely see that if he's going to take a few of them on the calf, you know, it's definitely going to start to buckle his leg.
Another big exchange there. Monarch landing with a nice left jab. Just finding his range here in the second round. Charriere falling a little bit short with that combination.
Yeah, it's interesting, neither guy thinking about taking this one to the mat. They've both got credentials everywhere, but happy to slug it out on the feet here.
Charriere with a nice left hand to the body there. He used that in the first round as well. And perhaps as the fight wears on, we're going to see him look for these body shots, look for the leg strikes, and just take the wheels out from under Lewis. Cracking shot there, reverberated around the Apollo.
I mean, we say it time and time again, you know, even if a shot hits a guard, particularly if it's a kick, there's still some force getting through, and that was a good left from Charriere.
Good head movement there on the end of those shots. Charriere looking the slightly quicker, more accurate of the two in this second round. Monarch, though, firing back with a combination of his own. Lewis Monarch with a nice leg kick there, just destabilising Charriere momentarily. And it seems that every time Charriere lands something good or gets something going, Monarch's right back in his face, reminding him that he's got a lot of work yet to do.
Yeah, these are tough exchanges inside the pocket. You do just feel like somebody's going to connect cleanly. Good left from Monarch there.
Yeah, found that home right on the point of the jaw with that one. Oh, nice right hand there, just timed that dip from Morgan Charriere.
Yeah, he's been very effective with the head rolling though, and sliding in and out that upper body. Oh!
What a big exchange there.
On the chin on Charriere.
Double jab there from Monarch, overhand right behind him.
Walks around to the body lock to the back, drives him to the cage here. We saw Monarch was able to reverse this position earlier in the first round.
I definitely feel that either fighter gets a takedown, it can, it can put a bit of a stamp on this round.
Yeah, 90 seconds to go. Certainly give them a bit of time to work from top position. You know, we've seen both these guys do some good work on the ground. The game plan thus far, though, looks like it's been to stand and bang. Both guys been happy to oblige.
It's a good body lock for Charriere, but you see Monarch able to fight that underhook back again. So strong with that right underhook. Charriere looks for the whizzer now. Nice elbow on the inside.
Doing some good work in the clinch there is Charriere. Oh, changes levels beautifully and takes the back.
The speed on that change of angle. And you know what, it was so unexpected because he hadn't shot once.
Many strings to the Frenchman's bow. And as you predicted, Nathaniel, this could very well put a stamp on this round for Morgan Charriere.
Push the back of the head with the strikes, keep
I'd definitely like to see him do something with this position though, but it's an attacking guard position from Monarch. You can see he's looking to perhaps pivot off and attack that left arm of Charriere or push his knee through for a triangle on that side. He's got options. That left foot on the hip is the thing that you instantly know he's looking to attack. He's going to go triangle here if he can.
Looking to elevate his man there. Charriere, though, staying nice and heavy on top. Oh, he looks like he's been able to slip out the side. Let's see if Monarch can finish this maneuver.
Well, he's in half guard here. He's looking to pull that left leg back now. That's going to allow him to get on the knee of Charriere and scoot underneath him. See how he's using his left leg to pull the ankle. A little bit too little, too late. Charriere able to stay on top. But I love the attack.
Go, gentlemen, third and final. You ready? You ready? Bring it on.
Third and final round. Live at the Apollo here. The Night of Champions. Brad Wharton, Josh Palmer, and the prospect Nathaniel Wood. Calling the action from cage side and privileged to do so. Incredible night of fights lined up here in London. Nice body kick from Morgan Charriere to open his account in this third round. Tries to throw that fastball overhand right. Little bit too short, though.
Switching stances a little bit there.
Jumps in with the left hook and a beautiful right low kick on the end of it. Monarch beckoning his man on. And you've got to think that Charriere will be more than happy to oblige. Cuffing right hand from Charriere there. Nice double jab from the Englishman. Both these guys willing to exchange, but it's never got wild, it's never got sloppy. It's a real technical brawl in there.
Yeah, that's it. They've stayed composed. The shots have stayed pretty tight for the most part. And as we said, they continue to finish their combinations as they work through those exchanges.
Good head movement there and a nice left low kick from Morgan Charriere. Oh, and a nice right hook.
I love how he's mixing up the kicks and the hands together. You know, he's putting them both together.
Ooh, that was a good left.
Charriere dishing out the punishment here. Monarch still pressuring, but he's taking some big hits in this third round.
Yeah, I think Charriere could knock that leg kick on the end of any combination and land it at this point.
Nice body shot from Lewis Monarch there. Doesn't slow the Frenchman down, though. Again, looking for that kick is Charriere. And again, using the head movement, but there's a great takedown from Lewis Monarch.
Yeah, and he's in a fantastic leg drag position here
Watch the back of the head.
get all the way
Not
to side
behind the
control straight off the bat.
Just warned to watch the back of the head with those elbows with Lewis Monarch. Charriere looking to
Bridge to
explode.
the triangle. Beautiful triangle attempt from Lewis Monarch. He's got to get some posture control. He's not going to do it.
Don't hook the cage with your toes. Keep your toes flat.
Straight on the knee bar from here, or at least into a leg entanglement to help find a scramble out.
We saw some good work with leg submissions in Charriere's last contest. Let's see how he is defensively here. Oh, he's freed the leg.
Yeah, regarding. Monarch's got to work here. He looked like he was going to be on top. Charriere with just a big bridge, and you know, he took the risk of throwing that triangle.
And Nathaniel, that must mentally take a lot out of a fighter. When you've worked for that takedown, you've got that takedown, all of a sudden you find yourself reverse it. Must feel like it's all for nothing in a way.
100%, and you'd be surprised at how much energy it actually takes out of you as well.
Yeah,
Monarch back to his feet here, up against the cage. Charriere looking to drop some knees in.
Yeah, Charriere's found a good route behind him here. Monarch's going to use the cage and scrape him off if he can. He's got to get that left underhook back. See, there he goes, tries to bring the left arm back across, but his back to the cage. He's only got a minute 30 to work here, though.
I think Charriere knows that he's got this in the bag if he just grinds out this last round.
See, what we saw from Charriere there was he knew that he couldn't sit in that position. He knew he had to take a chance, do something explosive, and that big bridge was all he really needed. Going to pick up the single here.
Very measured pace now from Charriere. Not the time to take big risks. Monarch looking to get a grip of that arm and throw his man over, doesn't get it, and Charriere coming out on top.
Yeah, arming guillotine attempt here, perhaps. He's done a good job of collapsing down. You see how he's driving that right hip in. He's going to get a lot of torque up through here, a lot of rotational choking pressure. See how he's connecting the lat right to the neck. This is a strong bridge.
Not a whole lot Lewis Monarch can do there, but fight the hand.
He's trying to stop him connecting the hands. The funny thing is Charriere doesn't necessarily need to connect the hands if he can get his right hand a little bit higher up his chest. Tough to do with the gloves on, though. If those hands connect, it is a lot worse for Lewis Monarch.
Tenderizing the ribs there is Charriere. It looks like Monarch's going to survive. Charriere looking for one last big squeeze as Monarch tries to sweep. And it's over.
Great fight.
Good finish for him.
In the bag. Morgan Charriere already celebrating. He thinks he's got it on the judges' scorecards. Nathaniel, would that be your assessment of what was a real fast and furious contest?
Definitely, and I'm going to be biased with this, you know, but this is what you get with the lighter guys, you know, you get such a fast-paced fight and there's so much variety in there, whereas, you know, sometimes I find the heavier guys, they lack a little bit of that.
Let's take a look at some of that action. Beautiful combination striking to close the distance there from Charriere.
Yeah, he started throwing the kicks in on the end of a lot of these combinations and really did a lot of damage to Lewis Monarch. This was the takedown, though, stepped right behind the thigh. And you can see he got into a fantastic attacking position. Triangle attempt, this was fantastic, went really good, gets the legs up. You see Charriere knew, and he got his head up just enough to get that straight back and really make it difficult. Again, this guillotine, you know, it was a strong position. You saw Lewis Monarch had to respect the squeezing pressure, the fact that he had to go to...
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of mixed martial arts action, we go to the judges' scorecards. One judge scored this bout 29-28 in favor of Charriere. One scored this bout 29-28 in favor of Lewis Monarch. And one scored this bout 29-28 in favor of your winner by way of split decision. In the blue corner, Morgan Charriere!
Well, the judges perhaps...
Andy Friedlander.
Okay, gents, you will protect yourselves at all times. You will obey my instructions at all times. You keep fighting until I tell you to stop. Now touch gloves if you want, step back.
We are about to get underway. 5-minute rounds if they need them for the Cage Warriors featherweight world title. Johnny Frachey in the red, Paddy Pimblett in the orange.
Let's go.
Brad Wharton and Ian Dean privileged to call the action here at the packed out Echo Arena in Liverpool.
Certainly he's more packed out the last time than Paddy fought here. But then he landed an amazing submission win over Conrad Hayes. Kiddo is a very, very different animal. Frachey experience, he's not going to be fazed by any of this. He's fought, you know, big crowd, this kind of atmosphere.
Now Frachey's a guy, he's in a situation where he's got nothing to lose.
That's right, Brad.
A loss here for Pimblett would be a career changer, certainly for the immediate future. Big leg kick by the baddie.
One thing to watch out for, Brad, in this fight, as we know, Pimblett missed weight last time out in London by quite a large margin. He made it under the championship distance this time, but I wonder how much that might have taken out of him. Only 21, still growing.
There has been talk of a move to lightweight as the years pass, comfortable at featherweight for now. And look at the contrast in Pimblett. The happy-go-lucky, smiling, dancing Pimblett that walks out, and then the eyes go, and it's all business. Just a little bit short on the takedown there was Pimblett.
And you can see the look of disgust on Pimblett's face.
Flying knee, the big right hand! Paddy Pimblett! He's done it! Paddy Pimblett is the new Cage Warriors featherweight champion of the world! Unbelievable!
What a stunning knockout, Brad. This crowd is going absolutely crazy.
Paddy Pimblett vaults the cage to celebrate with his team. Absolute mayhem here in Liverpool. The crowd go wild, the fans go wild. Paddy the Baddie Pimblett goes wild.
And he runs into the crowd there, Brad. You can see it.
You thought the Beatles would be in Liverpool. You have not seen anything.
And it's joyous scenes, Brad. I can't even see Paddy right now.
He's buried in an absolute sea of humanity. Unbelievable. Pimblett re-enters the cage. The night belongs to Paddy Pimblett.
21 years old, man. 21 years old. He has the world at his feet and he's captured the imagination of fight fans in one of the UK's greatest fight towns.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Rich Mitchell calls a stop to this contest at 1 minute and 35 seconds of the very first round, declaring the winner by TKO and the new Cage Warriors featherweight champion,